I have two cases of first home buyers purchasing their home using the home guarantee scheme. So I'll talk about case study number one. Don and Gina, not the real names, are a first home buyer couple purchasing in Queensland, particularly in the Gold Coast area. They were looking for units or apartments or townhouses in the area because they wanted to keep within their budget of purchasing a home within $500,000 so that they don't have to pay stamp duty. But the couple found a house worth $605,000, which they immediately fell in love with. To purchase the property, the couple would need to pay stamp duty of $13,075. They have the 5% genuine savings deposit, which is $30,250. What they don't have is the funds to pay the stamp duty. In this scenario, we as the brokers help the clients take out a personal loan for the stamp duty expense. Not all lenders will allow this because a personal loan could affect your credit score and your home loan application could get declined. Fortunately for this couple, their credit score was really high, and even with a personal loan, their credit score was acceptable to the bank and the loan application was approved. Our clients were able to purchase the house with a block of land, which we all know will experience capital growth and will certainly build their wealth as opposed to buying an apartment or a townhouse. Case number two is a first home buyer and a single applicant. We'll name him Eric. Eric is a first home buyer. He is a registered nurse and his base income is $84,000 annually. He receives regular overtime pay. Lenders want to see historically that the applicant receives the overtime pay in the last 12 months or 2 years. But we've actually found a lender which will allow us to annualize that overtime pay that he has received in the last 3 months or 6 months. Some lenders do allow 3 months or 6 months for us to annualize that overtime pay and include that on top of his base pay. With a bigger annual salary, we usually get a higher borrowing capacity. So in the case of Eric, we were able to get him a scheme spot for the first home buyer guarantee on the 10th of May 2022, and that was just around 6 or 7 months ago. On the 26th of August, the application was submitted to one of the banks participating in the first home buyer guarantee scheme. We obtained the conditional approval on the 16th of September with an occupancy certificate as the outstanding requirement. Unfortunately, with continuous interest rate rises, the bank can only provide a lower borrowing capacity when we actually were going for the formal approval of the loan. Eric wanted to borrow the full 95% of the purchase price, but the banks that we actually initially went to were only lending up to 90% because that was how much his borrowing capacity can only provide. So to borrow the full 95% of the purchase price, we as the brokers went through other lenders' calculators, particularly lenders who are participants in the home buyer guarantee scheme. And so we found one with a calculator that will allow Eric to borrow up to 95% of the purchase price of the contract price. We as the brokers submitted an application with the second lender and we received a spot for the clients and got the loan amount that he wanted. So this is one of those first home buyer scenario in which the client received the outcome he desired, which is buying the home of his dreams. At Maverick Finance, we really love first home buyer clients. I myself have been doing broking in the last 12 years. I'm going 13 years now. And I've always enjoyed working with my first home buyer clients. I've helped hundreds of clients buy their first home. If you want to find out how you can maximize all the benefits, grants, and schemes that the government is providing first home buyers, whether you're a first home buyer in Sydney or a first home buyer in Melbourne or first home buyer in Queensland, we're here to help. We understand what grants and schemes that you can actually access to so that you can maximize and get all of these grants and schemes. And then of course, if you have very little deposit, you can use them. And of course, maximize your borrowing capacity. We're very good at that. We've always been doing this, helping first home buyers get into the first home. We've helped hundreds of first home buyers get into their first home. If you want to find out more, give us a call. My number is 04301 44 008, or you can email me at mpapa@maverickfinance.com.au. My name is Maria Papa. Please give us a call and we'll help you as much as we can.